Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are warm. Kicking it fly today, baby. What another beautiful day that is upon us. It is Friday. It is another second Friday of the month. That means we're talking all things nudes, culture, science, health surrounding this beautiful plant of ours because, well, although the content around here may have changed, the focus is still the same. This is the most beautiful plant that we have access to, and the most people that have access to the plant, the better mankind will be. Full facts, no stops. I meant it when I said it, and I'm gonna die on this hill. Thank you guys so much for kicking it fly today with me. Happy Friday, everybody! Happy Friday! It is another weekend here for us, and it has been another crazy couple weeks in the nudes. Whether it's herb without regulations, drug smuggling pigeons, new podcast. What? Entirely new YouTube channel. What? I know you guys are going to want to hear about it. I know you guys are going to want to come check in on it. I've got a lot to cover and oh so little time. So I think it's fair that we just jump right into things. I want to say hello to all of you. Ask you, what are you token on while you enjoy the show here today? I do want to mention for many of you that comment after you guys watch this that there's such a long intro at the beginning of the show. That's so everybody can get a seat and come on in and take their time getting ready. Everybody gets notifications at different times. And so I want to just make sure everybody's here. We do these episodes live because I think it's the best way to be able to connect one-on-one or 1-on-50 or however many end up showing up here today. But it's a good way for me not to only voice my opinion, but to kind of get insight as to what everybody else is thinking as well. We are a community of almost 100,000 strong. And we're a community because, well, we listen to each other. And I think it's important. So we're in here as a team. Good to see everybody. I see Big Johnson in the chat, Will Baker, Trippy Grows, Adams here, Token Pirate, Crip Rivet, Trip P, Jake, Mellow Grow, PPM, PBM, Northern Lights. Speaking of Northern Lights, we had a bunch of Aurora Borealis here last night. Yes, it was a beautiful night. The night just danced in green. The sky just danced in green. Sorry, it was just absolutely epic. If you didn't see, I posted that on my Twitter at Pigeons420. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Good to see you, Dags. Dr. Dab, Renegade. Good to see you. Dana, I see you as well. Guys, good to see you. Of course, you guys know how it goes. These shows would not be made possible if it wasn't for sponsors like our good friends over at Spider Farmer. Spider Farmer has got the entire array to keep you up to par in the tent, and no pun intended. They've got a brand new G Series LED, and I seriously think that it's going to be the next big thing. It's not using the Samsung diodes. It's using an American company made diode, and because it's not Samsung, it can't bring the same price. So you're getting the same darn lights for a much more affordable price. If you go to spider-farmer.com, use promo code PIGEONS5. I think you'll save about 8% off on your purchase on Spider Farmer. Like I said, these lights are, like I said, second to none. They're a proud sponsor of the channel, and I know my grow wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for Spider Farmer. Note that they did change their logo. All right, so if you'll notice, if you notice that it is the same company, same brand, different logo. I kind of dig this logo. I like the kind of the sci-fi of it look, if you will. But go to spider-farmer.com, use promo code PIGEONS5, save yourself some money at checkout, and thank them for being a sponsor of this channel. I've got two of the best sponsors in the game, man, and that leads me into AC Infinity. If you want to get anything in your tent and you want to keep it monitored, you want to keep it circulated, even to the right humidity with the moisture levels, consider AC Infinity, man. They've got the smart controllers. They've got everything that plugs into those smart controllers. Their UIS system is, in my opinion, again, second to none. I love working with these best sponsors in the game, man, because I can say such crazy things and it still pulls true. This is some of the best equipment in the game. ACinfinity.com, promo code PIGEONS420. Save a few dollars off at checkout and help support the show. They've got a bunch of new things hitting the market too, so make sure you go and check them out. Booyah! And of course, these are people that are supporting our community. We all know these people here, man. Hell yeah, we do. So let's support them back, man. Thank you to our sponsors, man. We really appreciate it. The Spider Farmer link is bad. Yeah. Here, use this one. It's because I didn't change the there you go. I didn't change the information in the chat. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Boom. Changed it. Boom. Got it. Good. Thank you for mentioning that. Link has changed and it should be up to date now. So where do we want to start, guys? Where do we want to start? One of the best stories that I think I've ever had to cover is wait. I got a brand new YouTube channel. It just dropped. The first episode aired this morning at 9 a.m. Okay? 9 a.m. If you want to come and check that out, check this out. Check out Pigeons and his new podcast, man. The legal industry. Are stoner dads good or bad? Are stoner parents good or bad?
And we're dads. Well, we're husbands too. I should mention that.
Yeah.
But we're also dads.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of I don't know, controversy, conversation in regards to whether or not, you know, you can consume this product and still manage to be a decent parent. But can you manage to consume this product and still be a decent parent? That's what I want to know. That link is coming at you right here, partner. Let me know if you hit that sub button. Boom, 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 boom. You guys can be in. We were at 44 subs. We were at 11 yesterday. Okay? So come join. The channel name is Highly Motivated. It's the Highly Motivated podcast. And it's a professional drug dealer and a professional pothead get together and they talk about everything, man. My co-host is Chris, and he's a dispensary owner. And I seriously think, is this an April Fool's joke? No. Is April Fool's Day a thing in Canada? Yes, but this ain't a part of it. So go on over there, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you hit the subscribe button. Look at you guys. Thank you so much, man. It means the world to me. I really feel like this is going to be a great episode or great podcast, and it's one that we get to do in person. So it's going to be a great spin on things. It gives me an opportunity to just hash out things that I love with a person that I adore, because Chris is an old school buddy of mine going back to high school. So yeah. Man, I surround myself with a lot of Chris's. All right? They're smart. Look at all you subs, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the flock coming through in numbers, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you guys saw the short. I'm sure you guys seen the story. A drug smuggling pigeon was caught in a BC prison. Yeah, and this isn't the first time. In fact, this is actually the second pigeon in months. CTV News in Vancouver is reporting second pigeon wearing a tiny backpack found in BC prisons, guard union says. A pigeon wearing a tiny empty backpack has been captured inside a federal prison. So they captured it empty. So this bird, mission accomplished. Captured him inside a federal prison in British Columbia in what a union official says was likely another plan by inmates to smuggle drugs. Well, I'm going to assume they're not smuggling little tiny cell phones or little tiny ladies of the night. So drugs, recent, yeah, very decent conclusion. The discovery at the Mesquite prison in Fraser Valley comes just a few months after another pigeon was captured carrying a backpack full of crystal methamphetamine. Very clever. Oh, Randall says there's an elementary school close by and pigeon smuggling drugs are a real concern, especially if one lands in the wrong place. Are they doubting the efficiency of these birds? Please. Although I like how they have to involve the children. Okay? Prisoners getting drugs is bad for the kids. Of course it is. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, why didn't I think of that? I need the drugs. I'm trying to get them off the streets for the kids, damn it. Okay? I'm trying to do the Lord's work. That's what someone needs to tell the police the next time they're busted. All right? Okay? Okay? But it's the second pigeon. I think that's exciting. Oh, there's the first story. Pigeon with meth backpack. A meth backpack. Prison with meth. Pigeon with... Oh, and there's a vidya. Tell me there's a vidya, the bird.
It's an early...
No. I want to see the bird. No. Yes. I want to see a flock of pigeons flying around. That's the nudes that matters most. Yeah, cue the... Oh, there he is! There he is! They're like, go, Gerald, go! Go, Gerald, go! Go, Gerald, go! I think that's clever. Pigeon does not condone sending prisoners drugs. Okay? Sending prisoners drugs. If you guys recall, we actually did another story in regards to doctors on TikTok. If you guys recall, earlier this week, doctors on TikTok say to be honest about smoking herb before your anesthesia. Yeah. That, in my opinion, chalk that up under the duh category. But High Times is bringing it to us in a TikTok video posted on March 10th. Influencer and Dr. Kunal Sood, MD, warned that people who need anesthesia and who smoke pot should disclose that information because of real interactions that can occur. A higher dose of medication may be required for people who smoke regularly, and it's in the patient's best interest to plan accordingly. Yeah, and the reason I say we chalk this up under the duh category is because there's in my opinion, there's two people that you just don't lie to. One of them is doctors and the other is a lawyer, okay? They can't help you if they don't know the truth, all right? If you walk into your doctor's office and you check the box that says, no, I don't smoke, you have to. You got to be honest with your doctors. I know that it's troublesome for some locations because you can't be that open because of fear of prosecution. But the reality is that if you've got something going on with your body, your mind, your soul, your legal status, or whatever, you need to make sure that you are forthcoming in regards to the professionals that you're seeking. There is client-patient privilege, so your information is somewhat secure. But of course, you just got to make sure. You're being honest, because heaven forbid, you go into the doctor's office to go get some work done and you need like double the dose of anesthesia, and you end up feeling whatever's going on, Oh God, I could not imagine. Absolutely not. And actually, when I did this story, believe it or not, there was a number of people in the chat that had said that they had felt that they did that. They didn't tell their doctor that they toked, or they toked the night before or the day of, and ended up going to the dentist or something and feeling whatever it was that you were having done. And that's the worst. So be open, be honest, and hopefully we're in a place in time where doctors and lawyers aren't ratting you out to the government, because I know that's definitely something you got to work. It's a legitimate concern. That's all. It's a legitimate concern. You know what else is a legitimate concern? Having an entire YouTube video that doesn't have enough likes to gain the respect of my mother, who for the love of God wouldn't love me for who I was. So please show her that I can validate my existence through the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Okay. I thank you. If you guys don't mind, if you guys can hit that like button, it does help the channel move along through the algorithm. You know that YouTube does not like this content, but the way that we can make it move through the algorithm is through interaction and participation. So thank you guys for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. Just another reminder that I did start another podcast, guys. I did start another channel. I think that's it. So go and check that out. So I got a question for you. Little thought experiment. Okay, a little thought experiment. Okay, and it doesn't involve the federale like my other video about the stoner versus the cop, which I know you saw. Stoner versus cop. That video was heavily suppressed. Heavily suppressed. Heavily suppressed. So actually, let me just, you know what? I'll share it myself. I'll make it garner attention. I'll make it get attention. So this is a stoner versus cop video that I put out that you may or may not have been notified for. It was a doozy. It was good. I didn't realize that I had croissants sitting in the background. If you notice those, comment in the comment section. I see your croissant. Here's a thought experiment for you. Okay. So you are sitting on your local council. Okay. You are the reigning vote that decides whether legal cannabis happens or doesn't happen. And here's your choices. Either A, legal herb happens and there's no restrictions. Okay? You can have your herb and there's no restrictions whatsoever. Or you can have your herb but there has to be restrictions. There has to be restrictions. Would you take unrestricted legal herb or restricted legal herb? Which one would you choose? It's your vote. You're on a panel of 5. It's tied 2-2, and you're the vote. Do you go for completely unregulated herb? That's your option A, or regulated herb. And you don't know the regulations. Let's just say you don't know the regulations. Regulations on what? That's a good question. Don't know. Maybe you get to formulate the regulations yourself. We'll say that. Unrestricted or restricted. Keith says unregulated. Unregulated. Give the people what they want, and let it go. Boss Pimpin says option B. Option B. Dag says restrictions help keep it away from kids. Yep, you're not wrong. Unregulated. Yeah. It does seem like that would be the option for many. Of course, we would be thinking that it's already, no persecution. This thought experiment's happening in a utopia where people aren't being prosecuted and it isn't just a rush to get it legalized so people can get out of prison for a plant. But hear me out on this one. New Hampshire. I would show you the article, but of course the article has a beautiful picture of our plant in it, and YouTube doesn't like pictures of our plant in it, so I can't show you the article. But take my word for this one. Marijuana Moment is reporting. New Hampshire House votes to legalize cannabis with no regulations or limitations. Okay, I think I can. Nope, there's a picture of. The New Hampshire House of Representatives has approved another bill to legalize in the state, except this one contains no regulations or limitations on the plant. About a month after the House passed a comprehensive legalization, taxation, and regulation measure that's been sponsored by bipartisan leaders, members on Thursday took up the simpler legislation to remove marijuana from the state's listed of banned substances. The chamber voted 210 to 160 to overrule the House Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee, which had deemed the measure from the Kevin Verville which had deemed the measure from Kevin Verville. They put too many words in here. They misspelled and now I'm confused. They put 2 froms, which had deemed the measure from Kevin Verville expedient to legislate last month. So anyways, aside from a few spelling errors or grammatical errors, they're gonna move forward with what seems to be no regulations whatsoever. Now, it does state farther down in the article, can't show it to you because there's this freaking ad on the side of. Oh, I can scroll through. Nope, there's weed through the whole thing. Maybe it won't pick up that. Okay, here we go. Just ignore the lettuce. Whoop. So it would add language to make it so people under 18 who possess would be subject to a substance misuse assessment. People between ages 18 to 21 would face a violation for simple possession, effectively decriminalizing the substance for the age group. Public consumption would also be a violation. So for all those that chose no regulations, they just threw a bunch of regulations on it anyway, so you didn't have a choice. This is pretty much would be my concern naturally, as regulations would keep it out of the hands of children. Regulations would ensure that companies are held accountable for cutting corners, using unregulated pesticides, herbicides, that kind of shit. I feel like regulations are important to ensure that there is a base minimum of what is acceptable to hit the shelf. You know, there should be no trace metals or minimal trace metals. There should be no traces of pesticide, herbicide, or minimal traces. What's acceptable? Well, that should be regulated. What is an acceptable level of applicable metals? What is an acceptable level of contaminants like pesticide and so on and so forth? That's something that's important. That's something that's important to me. I say, yeah, do we need to lock it up like they have been currently? No, absolutely not. It seems like the current example of anyone that wants to legalize this plant is to lock it up. You got to board the windows. They have to be completely blacked out. You can't be so far from a school, which I think is important. You can't consume in public, which I think is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, we can definitely loosen up on the regulations, but there does need to be regulations. Like I said, children shouldn't consume. There needs to be an acceptable level of what's the minimum of quality assurance. How much can there be in terms of contamination? And I do think that, you know, having dispensaries, bars next to schools is counterproductive, counterintuitive. No. Keep that shit away from the kids, not in their face. You shouldn't be sitting in math class looking over at a bar going, God, I wish I was over there. You know, that doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, I do think there needs to be some form of regulation. I think that's important. But with this story and any story that's in between, I pass the question off to you. What do you think? If you agree whether or not there should be regulations, no regulations, yeah. I don't agree with the near the school thing. Teach the kids, don't hide it from them. 100%. I think that's two different arguments, though. Teach your kids, but don't make it accessible to them either. There should be a park next to a school. There should be a library next to a school. There should be there should be a museum next to a school. Like, I could think of a million different buildings. I can't really think of a million anythings, but I can think of a multitude of different examples that are much better fit to put next to a school than bars, dispensaries, strip clubs, insert whatever else. You know what I mean? Sure, you know, teach them to avoid that, but why not surround them with positive infrastructure? Yeah. I totally agree with your point, though. I get your point. I just think it's two different issues. I would definitely want to same with my kid. My kid's no different. I have an active garden that's in my house, you know, and I'm not going to hide it from him. It's in his house, for crying out loud. I'm going to teach him about it. I'm going to educate him about it. I'm going to include him in the process. I'm going to let him know, you know, it's like, if you are going to consume someday, maybe you would consider, you know, coming to me first, or, you know, not reaching out and using someone else's supply. You know, I've got pretty good stuff, you know, so at least I know it's good. It's safe. It's worthy, if you will. So yes. I appreciate your input, though, Druzo. I really do, and I appreciate any input. So if you guys have anything you want to add, please feel free. If you're watching this back, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. I do read all the comments, whether it's this story, the one before, anything in between. It's Yeah, I appreciate the input. I really do. Also, if there's any stories, if there's anything that is catching your eye, anything that you want to discuss, don't hesitate to bring it to my attention. Shout to Moose Grows. He's the reason that I got the New Hampshire story about no regulations, because he was like, "Hey, man, did you hear about that story about New Hampshire doing unregulated herb?" I was like, "What?" And then he sent it to me. So, yeah. You guys definitely have input when it comes to the show. You can either hit me up on Discord. I have a Discord. I'll share the link with you guys. You can just share that in the general tab. You can reach out to me on Instagram as well. I am quite horrible at getting back to messages on Instagram. That's where they hide bodies, is my Instagram DMs. But you can do that though. They're through there as well at Pigeons420. I'm Pigeons420 everywhere. But that kind of leads me into my next thing here, and I want to remind you guys to avoid scammers, man. Avoid scammers. There is a scam that's actively going on right now on Instagram by an account that's got some of my name, but not all of it, and they're really starting to get people. You know, I had somebody from my old lady's family was like, he reached out to me and was like, yeah, did you reach out to me? I was like, no. He's like, okay, I didn't think so, but yeah, man, frustrating. So needless to say, my name is Pigeons420, no spaces, no underscores, no hashtag, no hyphens, no nothing. Pigeons420 on all platforms. Pigeons420. One word. I do not sell anything except for merch over at thepigeonscoop.com/merch. But I don't sell anything. I don't sell genetics. I don't sell courses. I don't sell a good time. I don't do nothing. Okay? Just the world's dopest merch over on thepigeonscoop.com/merch. You know what? Let me get you that. Oh, dang it. There it is right there. There it is right there. So if you guys want to go check out the world's dopest merch, I didn't just make that up. It's the world's dopest merch. You have to go check that out. Thepigeonscoop.com/merch. I think someone got me. Ugh. Yeah, you're not alone, Brad. The amount of messages that I've gotten over the course of the last, oh my goodness, what do I say? 6 to 8 months. Even on From the Stash, the podcast, people are like, I'm unsubscribing because Pigeons scammed me. I have proof. I'm like, no, you have proof that you got scammed. You don't have proof that it was me. So I've been trying to say this over and over and over and over. Wait, you don't have an OnlyFans? Well, now that you outed me, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But yes. Yeah, it doesn't work here, Druzilla. Yeah, your scammer followed me on Monday. I thought it was weird that you would follow me out of the blue. Josh, well, I hate that you had that feeling, because I know what it's like to get a follow from someone who you think is someone, but it's not that someone. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to get that. I realized it wasn't you when you followed me. Oh my God, really? That's how you guys have all been followed by this dude? Can you please report it? Because I can't see the account because they've blocked me and I can't report. So you need to report because they are actively scamming people. It drives me nuts. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Thanks for the sub. Andrew Mullen hits the subscribe button here on YouTube. I didn't realize I had my notifications turned on like that. I didn't know they worked like that. I reported. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So Cure Leaf, there was another, Cure Leaf is closing down, or True Leaf, Cure Leaf, I can never remember. Cure Leaf, Yeah, Cureleaf. There we go. They're shutting down more stores. 21 hours ago. Can I show you this article? No herb in it. Nice. So Cureleaf, a major player in the legal cannabis space, if you will, is closing down New Jersey cannabis cultivation site. The entire staff could lose their jobs. The Cureleaf Holding Inc., one of the biggest legal cannabis cultivators and distributors in New Jersey and the U.S., intends to shut down one of its 2 cultivation sites in Camden County and potentially cut up to 40 jobs, according to a company statement made in New Jersey, or made to the NJ Advanced Media. We've been talking about the downfall of these companies for a while, so it's not really that surprising. But Cureleaf officials said the company has decided to transfer its cultivation activities from Belmar to its other cultivation facility in Winslow. No transfer timeline was announced, though the company said retail stores located in Edgewater Park and Bordentown and Belmar would not experience any layoffs. So, yep, just another sad day for the big legal space. I say sad, but there's no heart loss for this company, I assure you. Yeah. The last time we covered Cureleaf, we were discussing the Gangier Education Partnership program, if you guys recall. After the Cowboy Cup controversy in Oklahoma, it was kind of revealed that Cureleaf and the Gangier were working hand in hand to start up a connoisseur program, an education program, which kind of just seemed also fishy. That yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not on one side or the other. It just you had big cannabis, big business, shitting on home grows and kind of just putting a little bit of doubt in the people's minds as to whether or not home growers can produce quality plants, and to hear that, you know, it comes on the coattails of this partnership. It's like, well, wait a second. Anyways, if you guys didn't catch that story, that's my that's the story I did in regards to the controversy of the Cowboy Cup. I could throw you that one. That was a good video. There it is. Boom. Controversy of the Cowboy Cup. If you didn't see that, I kind of dive into that story at length to kind of give a little bit of clarity at the whole situation, because there was a lot of information coming from one side, from the to one side, from the other. It was all over the place. So I thought, I'm just gonna kind of just break this down, put it in one place, and then go from there. But I want to read the comments here for a second. Hey, Pigeons, greetings from Italy. Stefano, good to see you. Welcome. Corporate weed sucks. I'm Brad. Yeah, I don't disagree. Read the quote, P. Oh, which quote? Which quote did it say? Which one were we looking at? I missed it. Pennsylvania is by far the worst MMJ market in the game, period. Yeah, I haven't looked into the Pennsylvania. I do know that they, way back in like 2000, the early 2000s, they like sued and won against a local dispensary or something, or a pipe shop. While these states have contributed to the growth of Select and other Cureleaf wholesale brands, the company acknowledges the difficult operating environment in these investment states. And while instead place a laser focus on cash generation in its core revenue. Oh my God, Drusilla, is that the quote you were talking about? Oh my God. And will instead place a laser focus on cash generation. Oh my God. Was that what you were? Oh my God. That's the problem. Good thing you read that. Never regulate ever, ever, ever. That is only good for the top dog. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I do believe some regulation is important. BC home growing hurts their bottom line. Yeah, you're not wrong. Nope, you're not wrong. The facts are, sorry, Winston. The facts are what they claim happened isn't even possible. Which begs further question. Nature calls. Leave it up to the individual himself to decide. Life has no rules and never is fair. It's a fair statement. Red Pill, what's up, friend? Chi-Town, I can't answer that question. Videsh. Hey, Pigeons, greetings from Trinidad. What are your thoughts on the legacy market overtaking the medicinal? I didn't know that was even a thing. Well, actually, maybe I do. Well, the thing is that over-regulation can lead to too many hands in the pot, can lead to overpricing and under quality assurance, or less quality assurance. And I know patients that are actively ordering their stuff online from non-producers because it is far cheaper. That's the reality of it, man. The legacy market right now has in its favor the fact that it is not regulated. The downside is that because it's not regulated, the actors in that industry or in that market fear prosecution. They can't conduct their business freely. They can't conduct their business openly, and they need to operate under a guise of darkness. That's the problem without regulation, without legalization, is that the legacy market will forever have to worry about prosecution. We'll have to worry about going to jail. We'll have to worry about being fined an astronomical amount of money that's going to end up putting you and your family out of business. These are things that regulation avoids. Regulation says, no, they can possess, they can ingest, they can sell, distribute, transport, so on and so forth. And until you have that, unfortunately, the legacy market will continue to thrive. It's just, it doesn't get to thrive at its best. Neither system does until they both incorporate the best qualities of each other. The best qualities of the legacy market is that it's free, it's open for anyone to participate. The problem is that you got to worry about the damn government. So, yeah, I think it's kind of a trade-off, one over the other. It's like, yes, legalization, but no. Look what legalization has led to. It's a bunch of big companies bulldozing through our industry, eliminating the culture and community that we have, and instead injecting it with this facade of pretty weed. It's pretty, but it's bunk. It's pretty bunk. But I do believe that the best of those both worlds will prevail. We will get to that point. It's just we got to weed out all the other ones. We'll get there. We just shot down at recreational here in Oklahoma. Yeah, I heard that. I thought that was crazy. And Oklahoma votes no on recreational herb. That's another story that I wanted to bring up. That surprised me. Oklahoma, so I thought, had one of the most emerging scenes in the country. Well, that is not the case. Oklahoma votes no on regulation, which made me think, okay, well, what were they trying to do? Were they trying to inject slave labor? Or were they trying to overtax? Like, what was it? Couldn't find a damn thing as to why people turned it down. I would love to get insight from the people. But I guess Oklahoma chooses to continue to prosecute its people for basic cannabis abilities, man. The biggest issue that I saw with the Oklahoma the Oklahoma legislation was a taxation of 15%. So I was like, okay, that's pretty high. But so what? In my opinion, get legalization on the books, then start to fix the process, fix the legislation, the policy. So it's overtaxed. Okay, well, get it out there, then lower the taxes. If we continue to vote no, it never gets out there. So we can't fix anything. So yeah, I'm just really curious. 15% is baseline and up. Again, same thing. You're talking to a Canadian here. Like, I give up 40% of my freaking money to taxes, man. So it's like, you're telling me I understand taxes. Like, I give up a lot, but I would still take a 25% tax if you meant that my people would stop being prosecuted. My family could stay out of jail. My family could start a business, perhaps enrich their lives, but I got to give 25% of my shit away. So be it. I'm not giving away 100% of my life. So again, I'm very confused with Oklahoma. Very confused. We are super saturated in marijuana already. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's good. And again, lots of weed doesn't mean that the people that are the small businesses, the small families that are trying to make a business out of this, they're the ones suffering the most, you know? Yeah, I don't get it. I do not understand in any, and this is where please enlighten me, change my mind. I do not understand where keeping our plant illegal is in benefit for the people. Only way I agree is if they take away prior charges. Yeah, but you know what? They won't take away shit if you don't get it on the table, so that they have to start working on the system. Again, it's either keep it behind closed doors, and it's never worked on. It's only just behind closed doors. Open the doors, and then you can start to make that change. But yeah, again, forget about the money. We're talking probably $1 billion industry for Oklahoma. It's already done. It's done millions of dollars for other states. So forget about the money, which would be amazing, because I'm pretty sure. Does Oklahoma have internet? So you guys could get internet. That'd be pretty cool. And then what about the people? What about like the professionals or the family, the moms and the dads and the teachers that need to use this as a medicine, and then don't have access to a doctor that's going to give them the medication? So then they rely on recreational, because as I've argued, there should be no difference between recreational product and medicinal product. It's the same damn product. It's the same damn product. Why is there any difference between them? There isn't. It's just we've made a difference by not allowing recreational, but allowing people to benefit. Typically big business, because it's a lottery system for medical pretty much everywhere. So it's really only operated by big business to get into the medical market. So yeah, I don't get it. I just think that legal cannabis is the best scenario on every front. But love to hear from you. Well, cards are easily obtained here. So then if they're just giving medical away, why don't they go recreational? Illinois prices are insane. Yeah, honestly, legal prices are insane. But again, in order to change that, we need a free market. You need companies competing against other companies to get the best price. If you only have one company, insert, so many companies we have running the show here. Cell phone industry. It's run by Samsung and iPhone. So it's like, there's no competition, that's why cell phone prices are stupid. More competition means better pricing. Jim's got herb, John's got herb, Jordan's got herb. Jordan's offering it for a little less than John, but John's got it much better. His stuff is primo, so he can offer a little bit better price. So people are going to go to John. They're not going to go to Jordan. You know what I mean? That's competition, man. Bring it on. Yep. Free market, baby. Bring it on. Bring it on. We have to pass the bill to see what's in it is bad policy. I totally agree with that. The idea of okay, hold on. Don't mistake in my words here. I'm not saying pass a bill without reading it first. That's foolish. That's ignorance. That's not the case. I'm saying I know exactly what's in the fucking bill. And none of it involves child labor, mass murder, smuggling of people across borders. Like what's horrible in there? Okay, you got a 15% tax. Okay. No expungement of rights. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, no, that's not towards you. No, right. No. And I know that there are people that do read that will pass a bill and then scalp away at it. No, I get that. But you definitely got to understand what's in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if as long as we can etch away at some of those regulations, I think that's important. So anyways, Oklahoma got it right. It was a bad bill. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into it more. I really do. But unless what was it that made it bad? Because I looked into it and I did not see anything that made it bad aside from the tax. So, yeah, maybe we can highlight it. Maybe we can look into it in detail. But yeah, I did look at it, and I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. List reasons, go. Yeah. But again, I appreciate the conversation, regardless of the input or the position that I take or you take. I really enjoy the discourse that occurs here. I think that's something that happens in this chat is not something that can happen in a lot of people's chats, where this conversation can't happen because people don't give each other the opportunity to speak. They're quick to put each other down in terms of like their beliefs and their sexual preferences and so on and so forth. So I do enjoy the sensible, civil conversation that we can have. Unlike us Canadians that took the first bad deal to legalize, most don't want to rush it. Yeah, Sindor, you're not wrong. But again, I do you're not wrong. But as a Canadian who did take the first deal and who does think that our legal system needs a lot of damn work, you know what I'm proud of is that we're no longer arresting people for weed, man. Okay, well, I say that a bit generally, but we have a legal system. Is it the best legal system? Absolutely not. In fact, I think there's more wrong with it than good. But I'm so happy that we can start this conversation. Like when we started, you couldn't have concentrates. We couldn't have edibles. You couldn't distribute. You could only get from certain places, But look at us now. We're 2018. We're 5 years in. We can now have edibles. We can now have concentrates. We can now buy, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting there. It's Prohibition 2.0. Yeah, I don't disagree. But I'm so thankful that I can have this conversation without fear of prosecution. We still have a ton of pot arrests here in Oklahoma. Yeah. And I'm saying I'm not saying we don't have arrests here in Canada for weed either. I'm not. So yeah. I'm not saying we have a perfect system here either. Please be known. But again, I'm thankful that we've got it pushed. I don't want to say pushed through because it wasn't pushed through. It took forever, but at least we got it to the point where we can now have open it up to the public discourse. If that's worth anything. Canada made the mistake of making it so each province could decide instead of just nationally equal. Yeah. Stupid federalism. Ladies and gentlemen, I did want to take this opportunity as I see more of you have come strolling in here. Pigeons 420 has started a brand new YouTube channel. Yup. Brand new YouTube channel. On location A new podcast has begun, and the brand new episode dropped at 9 a.m. this morning. 9 a.m. this morning. A brand new YouTube, a brand new podcast. The Highly Motivated Podcast has dropped. We're at 67 subscribers. Wow. 67 subscribers. Fucking A. Can we get to 100? I only need 33 more. 33 more and we can get to 100. I want to thank you guys for motivating me to get into a position where I could set this place up as a studio, and it looks pretty damn awesome, guys. Let me give you a little look here. Just a little snippet of behind the scenes. And since there's no Herb in this picture, you can see the whole thing. Check it out. Check it out.
We're both potheads.
Mm-hmm.
We're both really entwined in the legal industry. We wouldn't admit it if it was the illegal industry. And we're dads. Well, we're husbands too. I should mention that.
Yeah.
But we're also dads.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of I don't know, controversy, conversation in regards to whether or not, you know, you can consume this product and still manage to be a decent parent.
Eh? Can you consume this product and still be a decent parent? My answer is yes. And better than yes, I think you can be an amazing parent. An amazing parent. So, yeah. Use this product to harness, man. To harness. And to be the best that you can be. To everybody that just hit that sub button, man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Justin, Just One Herb, thank you for hitting that sub button, man. I'm always here. Thank you, Joe. Bill, thank you for the sub. Just bounced over there and subscribed. Thank you, Red Pill. Thank you guys so much, man. It means the world to me. I've got a lot of hopes and dreams for this channel, for Pigeons Media in general, and I can't wait. I can't wait to show you what the whole thing has in store. So yeah, go check that out. Actually, new episodes are going to drop every single week. I think it's going to be Fridays. But we'll see. How do I find the new channel, Pete? It's right here, Laszlo. Just click that link. That'll take you right to that video. And then the subscribe button's right there. We are at, what is that at right now? 78. Holy shit. We're 22. We're 22 subs away from 100. Let's go. Thank you guys, man. What an honor. Thank you guys. Thank you. Sorted. Appreciate you, Laz. Thank you. Love what you're doing, P. Thank you, Bill. You're a good dude. Always glad to support. Appreciate you, Red Pill. Thank you guys so much. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for you guys, man. You guys motivate me to turn this whole thing, this whole operation into something way bigger than me. And it's because of what you guys do. So thank you for motivating me. You guys are amazing. I slapped it. East Coast. Thank you, man. Seriously. Thank you. I went and slapped it, bro. Winston. Thank you, man. I appreciate the conversation you brought into the chat today too, brother. I really do. Thank you. And thank you for hitting that sub button, guys. I do want to give a huge shout, of course, to our sponsors, man. If it wasn't for these guys, I wouldn't be able to do something that I'm absolutely in love with, working a job that I haven't worked a day since I started. Spider Farmer has got me equipped to the nines with the best lights in my tent, and you can do it too if you go to spider-farmer.ca or .com, spider-farmer.com. Check out their new G Series lights. Best bang for your buck. You can save a few dollars off at checkout with Pigeons5 as a promo code. I'm so happy to have them as a sponsor. Best lights in the game, hands down. I'm slightly biased, but thank you, and thanks Spider Farmer for being a sponsor, man. ACI too, bro. AC Infinity. They're stepping it up, supporting this community, and it means the world to me, and I know it means the world to the community. And it's companies like this and our sponsors that make anything that happens in this community worth it, and not just worth it, but make it so that we can sustain it. So huge shout out to AC Infinity. They got some of the best products on the market. Use promo code Pigeons420. You'll save some money off on checkout, and forget about the money saved, man. You'll have the best shit in your tent growing some fire plants, bro. I know you guys saw my recent harvest. Harvested the Dead Ops OG by Ocean Grown, and it was best harvest I've ever had, and I can thank my sponsors for that too. I harvested 1 pound from one plant, 4x4 tent. One plant. Yeah. Boss. I felt like a boss. And man, huge shout out to you guys for motivating me to do it. Right now, real quick, I've got my Dead Ops OG by Zaza Genetics. That is I got two plants, one tent. They're probably going to be flipped by the end of the week, and then I'm going to do 2 plants, 1 tent, and I'll probably try to get about a pound out of that as well. I do need a light. E Potter. Yeah, check it out. Was this new channel the bug drop that was coming? The big drop? Yeah. That was the one. What's the name of the new podcast? It's right here, my friend. It's Highly Motivated podcast. Go hit the sub button and let me know if you hit the sub button. Let me know if you hit it. What are we at right now? 94. Wow. 6 more subscribers, baby. Can we get 6 more before I get out of here? I want to get out of here already because we hit the 60 minutes and I don't want to... These news ones, I only want to be 60-minute epis so that people's attention span stays into it. We're going to come in. I got to get high with you guys and just chill. I don't get high on YouTube anymore because YouTube doesn't like me. So it's... Fuck, you guys slapping the sub... That many of you? Did we just do it? 96. Slapped it. Oh! Done and done. Look at you guys. 98. Got my sub in. 98. 2, baby. We're 2 away. 2 away. Slaps. David, you're in? Who's gonna... 99. It's right there. 99 subscribers.
Pigeons Media.
101 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, thank you for helping me make my dreams come true. You guys are fucking awesome. Let's go. Cannabis Kev, it could have been you. 99, the great one. You already know. Just sub. Thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys, man. There it is. That's the new podcast. New episodes every week. P, have you thought about allowing viewers to come up and smoke with you, debate some of these subjects? That's a great idea, Sindor. I have not, but that is a really good idea. Something I can definitely work on. Something I can definitely do. The downside of the only downside is I would need a producer or something too to like be able to cut the cord when they start screaming obscenities. I'm scared about bringing people on the show that I don't know because I'm afraid, next thing I know, someone's yelling ninja, it's the last thing I need, over and over again, yeah, but it's a great idea. It's a really good idea. I really appreciate you bringing that up. 103 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget, you can follow me live on Twitch. Okay. If you do enjoy these YouTube lives, I am live every damn day on Twitch. Every day. Come join the conversation, have some fun, come spill the beans. Boom. This is a ninja free zone. Yeah. Not here. Yeah, not on my watch here. Nope. Nobody's gonna get away with words like that. Come check it out. Yeah, come hang out on Twitch. Like I said, I'm live every day, Monday through Sunday, every dang day. So come hang out. I will have a new video for you guys sometime next week. I wanted to put out another video this week. Forgot we had the live stream this week instead. So I'm going to put the video. Thank you for the sub. Woohoo! On Chad, thank you for hitting the sub for YouTube, man. What was I saying? I forgot. I forgot. Oh yeah, the video. I had a video for this week. I did the Stoner versus Cop video, but I was going to do another video for this week, but I forgot I had this live stream instead. So the video is going to be for like Tuesday. Probably do a video Tuesday, Wednesday sometime, okay? Okay? Guys, thank you so much for such a great time. Have yourselves an incredible weekend. Much love. And stay medicated, eh? Because guess what? Life's better that way. Brad, take it easy, man. See ya, Bill. Northern Light Kind, Winston, Sindor, Red Pill, Mike, Druzilla, East Coast Grower. Thank you guys so much. E. Potter, have a great weekend. See you, Sarge. See you guys. Cheers. See you, Dankula. Peace out. I'm out.